I'm here today to tell you a story about a lady who needed a hero and a lady who proved to be that exact hero just when she was needed the most. Now, some of you may know me, but you may not know the trait that I share with so many of my family members, aside from the last name, of course. That's a given, right? My maternal grandfather was an only child. My mom is an only child. I am an only child, which may explain a lot about me, right? My daughter is an only child as well. That's 4 generations of only children. That means that our family tree is that Charlie Brown Christmas tree that you always see. It bends over when you put the ball on the top. That's us. That is the Henry tree. But you know what? I like it that way. We are small and mighty, and we stick together. And one of the things that comes from having a small family is that you're tight-knit. You watch out for each other. There's nobody else to do it, so you take care of each other. And because of that, I now live in Colorado. I have for the last 4 years. My family is all located in Oklahoma. I'm the first person to actually leave the state of Oklahoma to move to another state. I'm the black sheep of the family, okay? But once a quarter at least, I go back to Oklahoma to check in on my parents to see how they're doing, as well as check in on my daughter, sophomore at the University of Oklahoma. Couldn't be more proud. I make that trip back to Tulsa once a quarter, check in on everybody. I'm the good son, I'm the good dad. Life is good. But every time I go back to Tulsa, my mom and I have the exact same conversation. No, you're not getting a rental car. No, you're not staying in a hotel. You're staying with us. I'm driving you everywhere you need to go because I'm in my mid-70s, so that's okay, right? You don't argue with mom. So I said, sure, that'd be great. On a recent trip, I flew into Tulsa. I'm walking outside of Tulsa International Airport. I'm standing there with my bags, and in the distance, here comes that black car. That black car that I know by sight and I know by sound too. And I know my mom's coming to get me. But when she pulls up, something's different, and it's not right. Because instead of hopping out of the car to wave hi, to blow me a kiss, to hug me, whatever it is that she does at that time, she's sitting in the driver's seat just like this. So I put my bags in the back. I open the car door. I sit down. All I have to say is, Mom, what's wrong? And the tears start flowing. My mom is sitting there sobbing in the driver's seat, and I don't know what's going on. Every thought you can think of is going through my head. Where's my dad? Who died? What's wrong? Everything, every possible scenario is racing through my mind as my mom's sobbing. I ask her again, Mom, what's wrong? She can't talk at that moment. All she can do is this. Her half of her front tooth is gone, sheared right in half. Now, my mom is in her mid-70s, and she has had diabetes for quite some time, and she is losing the battle of oral health. She is slowly losing her teeth. And this is a woman who cares about her appearance and wants to look good, and she's got a big problem right here that she can't hide. Well, as you all know, sometimes in the dental industry, we can call in favors, right? Especially in a situation like this. She can't say a word, but I call my friend Dr. Nauman, who is my dentist in Tulsa. Dr. Nauman is one of the most amazing, not only dentists I know, but people I know as well. She's so amazing that I still go back to Tulsa and have my dental work done there because I trust her and I believe in what she does. I call Dr. Nauman's office and I arrange an appointment for my mom the very next day at the end of the day, because that's where the emergency patients go sometimes, right? At the very end of the day. My mom's expression goes from crying to happy to scared, because all of a sudden she's starting to remember all the bad experiences that she's had at the dentist. And even though her son works in this amazing industry, it's still not her favorite. As the next day at 4 o'clock approaches, I can tell that my mom's starting to get more and more scared. She's not talking as much. She's starting to sweat a little bit. The color's not exactly the normal color. And as we're driving, and now I'm driving her, over to the dental practice, the closer we get, the bigger the tears start. As we pull in, and I get her out of the car, I help her out of the car, she starts telling me, this isn't so bad. I just won't smile as much. When you take your dog to the vet and they start putting down all four paws? Well, I eventually coaxed my mom on inside. I checked her in with the front desk. I walked her back to the operatory, and as we were walking in, Jen, the dental assistant, was walking out. Now, Jen, it's past 4 o'clock now, and Jen has worked her complete shift. Jen is a single mom of 2. She's got her satchel over her back, shoulder. Her hair's a little messed up. She's ready to be done for the day, okay? But she knows me. She knows my mom. She said hello to us, and she kept walking. I heard the door ding as she walked out. I couldn't get more than 5 or 6 steps away, and the door dings, and Jen has turned around to come back in. She was done for the day, but she sat there with my mom during that entire procedure and held her hand and told her it was going to be okay while Dr. Nauman and the other dental assistant completed the procedure. My mom smiles again today, and she's not afraid to show a tooth. My mom also tells the story of how amazing Jen, the dental assistant, is because of what she did. Now, don't get me wrong, Dennis. Dr. Nauman was great, and that could not have been done without Dr. Nauman's clinical skills. But what made my mom feel okay in the chair was Jen holding her hand and patting it and telling her it was going to be okay. And you know what? It was okay. I have told this story countless times, including to you now. My mom has told this story countless times as well. It's amazing to me that Jen would take the time to turn around and help. But it shouldn't be, because that's what dental assistants do. That's who dental assistants are. They will do everything they can to help their patients. They are, in my opinion, the most amazing team member in the practice because they do a lot of things that nobody else will. I'm honored to know Jen. I'm thankful for what she did that day. And I'm also honored to speak to dental assistants around the country and remind them of the power that they hold every day, not only with patients, but also in the practice and how they can help the bottom line grow in every practice around the country. Thank you very much.